2-minute business tip number 19, how to take good advice. Big problem with a lot of people is that when they're taking advice from people, they generally don't take advice from people who are competent at giving the advice, and they take advice from people who they already know and who they trust in other areas. So, for example, the Irish mammy, we'll use my own mammy for an example, you know. When we were growing up, she always made do with what we had, right? She always made do, you know. There wouldn't be money in the house or whatever else, and she made do. She made sure we had food and all that sort of jazz, had the dinner, right? So she, like, obviously she's my mother. I trust her with my life, but she would not be the right person for me to go and say, "Mom, I'm doing a 500 grand deal here. I'm doing a 200 grand deal here. Mom, look at the herd, a couple of men here. You know, can you give me some advice?" Because she's conditioned of a different generation and in an area where what I'm talking to her has no experience. She has no experience. But she'd be saying to me, "Oh, be careful. Is that the right thing? I don't know. Maybe you should slow down." She's because she cares about me, she wants to keep me safe. Whereas if I go and speak to somebody else who's doing €5 million deals and I say, "Listen, I'm looking at doing a 500 grand deal. This guy's doing them all day. He's doing them many, many times. Listen, just be careful at this, this, and this. Don't do A, B, and C, and make sure you do 1, 2, and 3. So there's a guy that's competent. Even though I may not know him, he's competent. I may not trust him as much as, obviously, I trust my mother. I'm just using my mother as the proverbial, like the stereotypical example here. But I find that a lot of people have a tendency to take advice from people who aren't qualified to offer the advice. And the problem is they offer the advice on the basis of fact when really it's their opinion. So my suggestion is never take advice from somebody unless they have already succeeded at doing what you're trying to do.